Hello everyone, welcome to Impossibile Perdere channel. We are here with.
Flaminio Rossi.
And what's happened this weekend?
I made second in Swiss by going 11 in 1 and then third place to the YCS.
What deck do you play?
I played Memento and I lost in top 4 because I bricked twice both game 1 and 2. Because I think that is the only way I could have lost.
Amazing.
And we showed that fight.
Yep.
3 Witch, 3 Blade, 3 Horse, and 2 Goblin from the main 1 card combos of the deck. You don't need more because you also have Prosperity and you also have combination of cards like Bomb Party and Spell Goblin and also Mace and Sleepy. Which in combination are really good. For example, even this plus Gatic is like full combo if you know to play. And then this is mandatory. I mean, they are all insane. Gatic, even if you draw Gatic, you can still combo, and sometimes the combo is like it's better. For example, in a game I open like Gatic and this plus this, and this is combo under Veiler on the Twin Hornet, so it's really good. And 2 of these be of the Spell Goblin, of course, because if you draw one, I don't want to draw one with the Spell Goblin. Then the 3 Bomb Party, 3 Fusion and 3 of these. This is really standard because I'm playing pure Memento, because the Fizzmith cards, I think that they are not really good right now, because they lose to 4 arrows and they lose to Shifter, and they are not good cards to draw under draw, and the deck doesn't need the Fizzmith card to push, and so I decided not to play, and also I had auto space in the extra deck, so for some touch. And then of course this one. This one is really bad to draw, but
It's mandatory.
it's mandatory. Going second, sometimes you side out this one and you also side out this one. It depends on the matchup, but if you want to just stop your opponent from playing and just be able to win by a 1 card combo, you can just cut both because you will still win the game. But in a lot of matchup, when you go like grind games or you have to win by engine on boards, you have to keep those cards. And also this card is good 40k. Then Prosperity, because it's broken. That's starter extender, so it's broken. And for the spell exports, I'm playing Callby because negates Shifter, negates like entraps. Going second is crazy because you can call by the Garunis, call by Promethean, Sylvia, and then also the Phantom. So it's really good. And then only 12 entraps because I'm playing 40 cards. And the reason is that even if you draw one, if one of those is this, you can still win the game. And this one you want to draw alone. You want to draw alone because you want your opponent to make like a weak board, and you want to play with engine, because the engine is good against like the half boards. I thought that in this format it was good to play a deck that win by playing against half boards, and this deck is the best to do that. And this guy was so good because a lot of people were playing like 44 cards farting with only Ash Blossom as a negate. So a lot of time this card resolves to me. So I don't play Super Poly because Super Poly is I think not really good going second. It depends on so much on your opponent. If your opponent is playing into Super Poly, is good, but if your opponent is not, is us. So I decided to not play Super Poly, and also I don't like to play like so many cards in decks like that doesn't do anything. I really don't like Super Poly. So, and also there is no trap, no Memento trap, because you don't need the Memento trap.
No, it's a brick.
Yes, the combos are FTKs.
Yeah, so simply overkill.
It's overkill, yes. The Fizzmith cards are overkill, and also the trap is overkill. You just need the Memento cards. And this is the main. It was perfect to me. The only loss was, as I said, as a brick in top 4, and in Swiss I lost because in game 2 I opened with no end traps and you open like full combo plus deck lockdown, so there is no way.
GG.
In game 2 I opened with an end that it was not that good under end traps, so for the extra deck, to this is
the goat.
Yes, you can also play 3, but with 2 is okay. You can. We play a lot of cards to shuffle it back, so you only need, yes, we only need 2. And 2 of these is, I think is really mandatory for Unicorn. Yeah. There were a lot of people that were playing Unicorn in this event, And this is also, it came up to me the second one even without unicorn sometimes.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
In the game.
One time.
Yeah. And those of course are broken. So this card, if this card resolves, you basically win the game. Then this guy is crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have to say. Stapelia. So this was an idea by Matteo Giugni, Ciuccio. The reason is that you can shuffle this back with like dark to summon it, and it came up to me a lot of times because under against Empire, what you can do under the lightning storm is that you can chain this and then chain this.
Yeah.
And so that this resolved by shuffling back, and you can summon this, because with this Guardian Chimera doesn't do anything because your opponent uses Storm, so you want to summon an interruption, and this it was really good for me. Then the link to Little Knight. It can came up because you use one in the combos every time. So one thing to say, the combo in this deck is one card combos are that with one card you have like 4 monsters on board. With the 4 monsters you can make 2 link 2s or 1 link and 1 rank. 1 rank is 1 rank 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. The 3 and 5 are the most generic ones to make. And so this one was really good. I only summoned once the second one because I got Retaliating Sea. So I summoned one to out the Retaliating Sea and spell Goblin to tributes, and then I summoned another one for the end board. So then this guy, it was just to have an out to monsters, generic, when you don't have a link or like fusion. And this guy also makes that you can attack every monsters with this because it clears your field.
Yeah.
I summoned it only, but I just only summoned this to make like the access because it's an earth to pop the monsters. And also this guy I summoned it because I can banish it off the field to pop, and then I can attack all the monsters. I OTK once because of this, and then this will bomb party. So yeah. Then Dark is crazy. Every time I play this card I top.
Custom card.
Yes, and then this is also a custom card. People are playing like Refund and something like that. You don't need those cards. I think that you only need this. Because as I said, you can make like 2 links on board, and in game 1 the most common is like this, plus the full setup. Full setup in this, all the graveyard and the bomb party, Memento fusion and all like that. And this is crazy because it's a link 2, so easy to make that negates, so it's really crazy. And the mace you can add it back so many times. If you play correct, you can add back 2-3 times. And yeah, it was really good for me. I negated like so many cards with this, and then add back the mace instantly to take a monster. And then for the Xyz Typhon, which won me like the top 64, because my opponent had like only Toad with 0 in hand, negates like the Witch, I go Boom Party, and then he summon Blade, and he add back 1 water and drew for the Mermaid monster, and he got really lucky to do like the Impulse, and the Impulse like the Dark Blade, but I still had the Typhon play, so I could destroy all this board and then leave him with no follow-up. So I won just by this card because it won me the match that my opponent got really lucky. So I'm really happy to play this card. Then Bamboozling. So this card was attack made by me, and this guy was because of Shifter against Tempai. The reason is that the Dark Blade by itself, and also the combinations, you don't have to play to open Dark Blade every time. Dark Blade is one card that exists 3 by itself, and against Tempai this card is really good in the Shifter because it's a 2-6,000 defense, and so Biden cannot beat over this. And it is also a negate, so it's really hard to out this card. And for example, if you open Shifter, Pydra plus Chundo, Pydra plus Quick, any 2 card Tempai combination, you cannot OTK through this with just one card. So you have to open like 4 cards to beat just 1 card. So it was really good. And also if you open like this plus this, you also draw a card, so you can make Guardian Chimera easily. Yeah. And you can also make this card in the combo to just use a negate. I never do like something like that, but you can do it. And the only weakness is that if your opponent is not playing Tempai, just like a Kashtira deck with shifter is not good, but yeah, most of players that are playing shifter are playing Tempai. So, and then last card is Durandal. From the YCS Monarch meta.
Explain.
Okay, so this guy you can make it in the combo. As I said, 2-5. You can easily one card combo makes like 2-5 plus the Link Herald if you want. And this is a crazy handboard piece because it's a negate and it's also shuffle back the ends. So you can draw end trap with it. You can also make your opponent draws bad cards. So because if it happened to me once in the tournament that. My opponent didn't open any end traps, so I used this to shuffle my both ends. He drew like Nash Blossom and he drew like all the end traps. He drew like Puglia, Fuagos, Droll. So yeah, and the thing is that it's so pressy to make a board with like this, and all the setup. And if you open like multiple cards, you can also end on 3 of the things. And there is also another reason for this. It was because you can also open with draw, and if it happens, I mean it's 50k because when your opponent is draw cards or search a card, you can chain, and so you're looping his entire end. And also against like Fuagos. Because sometimes Fuagos is not a problem in this deck, but if your opponent is very Fuagos with out of board breakers, it can be difficult. And in that situation, you can go like this. He draws a Fuagos, then chain, and then
50k. Rank and roll.
Yeah, I summon it a lot of times. It never happened to me with Droll, and my friend that is he's doing the video. He did like a lot of times, but yes, Durandal for me it was good for the effect to shuffle the hands because the deck adds a lot of Memento monsters that doesn't do anything in hand sometimes. So drawing the hand traps instead of those Memento is good sometimes. And then the side deck. Side deck is 3 Puglia because it's really good. Go second, you have like 3 Fuagos, 3 Droll, 3 Puglia, so you have like a good deck go second I think. And then 3 Ogre. Michael is the guy that is filming the video. He was playing Crow.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I was playing Crow in a lot of my testing matches and it was really performing to me, and I decided to play Ogre like last minutes because I thought that there were like some Centurions, even though the matchup is good, I wanted to stop them because if you don't stop them then they can also draw like deck lockdown. One thing I want to say is deck lockdown is not a problem for this deck. You have a lot of outs. For example, not only Darkblade that pop a card, but like Goblin and Horses are like make like good plays under deck lockdown. But if your opponent is playing, you're never winning. So I want to stop them, and then deck lockdown I can win by engine. And this card won me the one of the matches in the top cut against like Snake Kashtira because I ogre the Deception and then ogre Little Knight. Yes, but Crow is really good. I want to say. So if you want to try, you can try it because it's also good against farting because you can side all the hand traps and then Crow, which can stop like their like half boards, so the Promethean, the Garunix, and also like you can cut their follow up with the Sacred. So yeah. Then 3 Trust because it's an insane card, really insane. Talent, it was crazy for me. People were also keep shifter in the main phase 1, so yeah, this was live. I won one game because of it. And then the 2 skip tools. I don't like those cards, but I have to play. Then 3 Horned was my card against Stun. I didn't play Duster. My friend played Duster, but Duster was not so great because Stun decks are playing Yugin, so they protect. So, and I thought that Runic and Labyrinth was so good of a matchup for this deck. I mean, how do you win against Lab and Runic? You just play engine cards.
Yeah.
So, and this card was good for me because I always say this card going first every time because it's a Memento monster. So it helped me with the consistency because of Bomb Party and Memento Fusion. So even though it's not like a starter, if I side out one of my hand traps, this is better than I end up to do going first for the consistency. And also it won me one of my games against Giulio with Vital Beast in the top 8 because under Retaliating Sea I had to use this to make an extender to make Little Knight. So he won me that game. Then this So this I played this card in Frog Monarch.
Yeah. With frog.
So this card,
Yes.
it was attached made by Chucho, and it's a card that makes the Tempai matchup better against Shifter, because against Shifter what you can do is that you can make dark, and also you can reborn Shifter because there's a high defense under Shifter, so it's hard to beat over. But the thing is that they're not thinking about the dark effect that adds, so they're not going Moonlight on this, because they're just attacking over it. And so what happens is I will add this one. And by adding this one, it makes basically so hard to kill under Shifter, because even though they can like make Meteor Burst, something like that, then under Shifter if you make Meteor Burst you are not killing. So this one was really good in theory, but I never made it. I never made it because it never happened to me the situation in which I had to make this. And this is easy to make under Shifter because only Witch makes it. Witch had the worst, I mean, it's easy. But yeah, any top cut, of course, this card is worse because people know that you play. Because if people know that you play this card, then they are going Moonlight on this. But yeah. And then the last card is Portaerei Sommergibile Squalo. This card. So if you know this card, you are a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. The first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. So this card was my time win condition, of course. The reason is that this card is better than everything else in time, and this deck sometimes go in the time because it's you take a lot of time to make your combo and to play the game also going second, because the deck has a lot of steps to make. And this is the best card because it also a barn under Shifter, because Dark Blade, as I said with the bamboozling before, that is a one card rank 3. So then this you can make this one and this gets banished because of Shifter. And if not under Shifter, you can easily banish like this one. And also with Little Light you can banish one of your cards. So.
The fusion.
Yes, and
why not? There can be only one.
Oh yeah, Dark and Only One is good, but I decided not to play just because there are a lot of people that are playing like Storm in Tempai Duster, and the matchup was already good enough, I think, with Trust, Barrier, and Talent, something like that. But I didn't also have space because all the cards I want to play all those cards. But Dark and Only One is for sure like a nice card to have. I think that I want to say with this card is that I never go to time in the way that I win by this. I only go to time by win by battle, by damage in battle, because the deck is really good by doing damage on battle in time. Thanks for the fact that you have Typhon, and also thanks to the fact that you have like a Chiron that attacks directly. Yeah. And I think this is all. I want to make some shoutouts. So shout out to Il Bike and to Abyss Bike and Chucho. We played the whole team Memento, and we both like made like some choices. I mean, as I said, I decided to play like the Durandal and Bamboozing, and Chucho decided to play these. They were all really good, and we were both 3, I think, like 5-0. But then I mean I only got top, unfortunately, and I want to make like a lot of shoutouts to all the guys of Arezzo, all the guys that support me and say to me like how was the tournament going, and they were rooting for me, and yeah, I mean that's all. See you next time.
Congrats again.